this video, we're going to look at how we can solve some exponential inequalities. So an inequality or an exponential inequality is just an inequality in which a variable expression occurs as an exponent. So we look at an exponential property of inequality here to help us know how to solve these. It says if b is a positive real number greater than 1, and b to the x power is greater than b to the y power, if and only if x is greater than y. B to the x is less than b to the y, if and only if x is less than y. So if the bases are the same, we can just take the expression and of the exponents, set them not equal to each other, because we're not talking about an equation, but less than, greater than, whatever our inequality symbol is. Now, this property also works for greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. Now, we can also solve by taking a log of each side of the inequality. Just in case the bases aren't the same, we can take the same log of both sides. All right, so we're going to look at 4 examples today. So example number 1, we have 2 to the x power is less than 36. So I'm going to go ahead and take the log base 2 of both sides. So I'm going to do log base 2 of 2 to the x is less than log base 2 of 36. In doing that, log base 2 of 2 is going to cancel, and now we have x is less than log base 2 of 36. Now remember our change of base formula for logs, we can just go ahead and type in log of 36 in our calculator and divide that by log of 2. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do log of 36 divided by log of 2. And that gives me 5.169. So let's say x is less than 5.17. Okay. All right, number 2, sort of the same type of problem. 9 to the x power is greater than or equal to 54. So let's go ahead and take log base 9 of both sides. All right, so now on the left side, we're going to get x is greater than or equal to, and we have log base 9 of 54. So we can do the same thing, change of base. We can type in our calculator, we can do log of 54 and divide that by log of 9. And that gives us 1.82, so 1.82. And obviously we're rounding these, you can round to whatever decimal point the question you're answering tells you to round to. So here I'm going to say x is greater than or equal to 1.82. All right, number 3, we have 3 to the 4x minus 5 power is less than 8. So let's go ahead and take log base 3 of both sides. So we have log base 3 of 3 to the 4x minus 5 is less than log base 3 of 8. Okay, so now we're going to get 4x minus 5 is less than log base 3 of 8. So now in our calculator, we can go ahead and do log of 8 divided by log of 3. And we hit enter, we get 1.89. So I'll just write 1.89 on the screen here. But now we're going to add 5 to both sides. So I know in my calculator, I can just type plus 5 to that previous answer. And now we have 4x is less than 6.89, and we're going to divide both sides by 4. So x is less than, and I'm going to divide this by 4 in my calculator, and we get 1.72. Okay? All right, example number 4, e to the 3x plus 4 is greater than or equal to 11. So this one's a little bit different because we have e, the natural base, so now we can take the natural log of both sides. So we can do ln of e to the 3x plus 4 is greater than or equal to the ln of 11. So ln of e, that'll cancel, so 3x plus 4 is greater than or equal to. And in our calculator, we can do natural log of 11, and that gives us 2.40. So 2.40. Now we're going to subtract 4. Scroll down a little bit. So we get 3x is greater than or equal to, and I'll just subtract 4 in my calculator here. So now we have negative 1.6, and let's divide both sides by 3. So x is greater than or equal to, and in our calculator, divide our answer by 3, and we're going to get negative 0.53. Okay, and that is how we can solve some exponential inequalities.